Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Betty Kiptum and Lensa Odingo is my colleague on the sign language interpretation. Now, the country inched closer to reconstituting IEBC after the courts on Thursday okayed Parliament to begin vetting the 7 nominees as commissioners. High Court Judge Lawrence Mugambi lifting earlier orders that blocked Parliament from vetting the nominees, however, stopped the swearing-in of the commissioners pending the hearing and determination of a case challenging the validity of the vetting process by the selection panel. Ruth Wamboi has details of the legal bottlenecks facing the president's nominees.
Delivering the ruling on Thursday, Justice Lawrence Mugambi stated that despite the doctrine of separation of powers, the process of appointing the commissioners will not be finalized before the case challenging their nomination is heard and determined.
The petitioners have succeeded in demonstrating that there is a real threat to the right to free and fair elections if the process is not constitutionally compliant and that is capable of posing a threat to free and fair elections, which is a protected constitutional tenet.
Mugambi noted that the issues raised in the petition touch on the sovereignty of the people and warrant serious judicial scrutiny.
Under the principles of separation of powers, the court must respect the institutional committee and allow Parliament to discharge its constitutional function without also endangering the substratum of this petition.
The petitioners argue that the vetting process by the selection panel lacked transparency and adequate public participation, violating constitutional requirements.
That pending the hearing and termination of this petition, a conservatory order is hereby issued forbidding and or preventing the gazettement, taking of oath, or assuming of office by the interested parties, namely Erastus Edung Ethekon, Anne Jerin Deritu, Moses Altara Mukwana, Mary Karen Sorobit, Hassan Nur Hassan, Francis Odhiambo Odwol, Fahima Haravat Abdara, or any other person or persons as the chairman or commissioners of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission.
Acknowledging the weighty issues raised in the petition, the judge said they required an even bench to hear the case.
This file is hereby forwarded to the Chief Justice for empanelment of an even number of judges to hear and determine the petition pursuant to the provisions of Article 165(4) of the Constitution.
Following the court's ruling, National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula has called on the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee to move with urgency and begin the vetting of the IEBC nominees. The petition had been filed by activists Boniface Mwangi and Kelvin Roy Omonde, who challenged the legality of the selection process.
Given that the elections are not far, their issues need to be done, and I do believe that the Chief Justice will quickly give a bench which will listen to the main petitions.
Even as the court has given the green light for IEBC nominees to be vetted by Parliament, it has said that it has powers to stop any unconstitutional process and doesn't have to wait until the end. Ruth Wamboi reporting for Prime Edition from Milimani Law Court.